What is up guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be seeing what your car says about you. And I don't want anyone to take this personal, okay? It's all for entertainment and jokes and a good time. So if I say some things that are a little close to home, forgive me and don't be upset. And the first car we're going to talk about is the Kia Stinger. Now I don't know why the Kia Stinger owners are so delusional. I've met a couple of them and both of them are very nice people, but you're just delusional. You're just delusional. You go out there and you say, well, this is going to be the underrated car, bro. This car can beat M3s, bro. No, it can't beat M3s. It cannot. Now you think you have a sports car between your hands, and that is far from the truth. It's heavy, it's slow, and it looks like crap. And to be honest, you probably still play Fortnite. Who still plays Fortnite? The guy who owns a Kia Stinger. You're probably a skinny guy who's not into fashion at all. You only get a haircut before occasions, and you have a couple of hairs over here that you call a beard. Moving on to my absolute favorite car to roast. Can you guess what it is? If you've been subscribed to the channel for a long enough time, you'd know that I hate GTIs. And yes, we're gonna talk about GTIs. Now this one, I'm not exaggerating and I'm not trying to come up with things. This one is genuine from the heart. If you drive a GTI, you are annoying. Now Marcus, if you're watching this video, I love you, you're fine. Put you on the side, okay? Your GTI doesn't even drive. But anybody else other than Marcus, you're so annoying. You're so annoying and your car is so slow. And I don't care what you do to it. I do not care what you do to your 2-liter 4-cylinder car. It's just slow. What can I say? It's a piece of crap. It's a horrible, unreliable car. It looks like crap and it's just a stupid car. Now you're probably delusional and all your friends are 5 years younger than you. So they all think it's so cool that you have a car. And you're probably talking to 3-4 girls at once. And they're all 5 years younger than you.
Going to jail?
You love to buy fake designer stuff. You also think that getting an air filter is going to give you 100 horsepower. But it's not. And one big annoying thing about those guys, they all say that their car makes 300 horsepower. And buddy, lowering your car doesn't make it any faster. And your phone screen is definitely broken. But you're too broke to fix it because you spent all your money on a roof spoiler that does absolutely all nothing. Nothing but love to my GTI guys, okay? Do know a couple of people with GTIs. Marcus again. None of this applies to you. Moving on. The BMW M340i. I only bought it because, you know, it's a bit more comfortable than the M3. Well, guess what? You couldn't afford the M3, so you bought the next best thing. Which, to be honest, you know, it's fine. And you start putting stuff on the car that absolutely does nothing to it. And in the end of the day, it turns out you spent more trying to make your M340i look like an M3 than you would if you just had bought an M3 from the beginning. You definitely work in finance, or at least you aspire to be a finance guy. Oh, and I'm not going to forget about the salesman. You either work in finance or sales. So I don't even know what the difference is, but you're one of the two. You wear a button-up shirt and a tie to work. Everybody wears a button-up and tie. Most people wear a button-up and tie to work. That was stupid. But anyways, you think you're fly. You think your game is fly. You sit down and you try to give people the right advice. But guess what, buddy? Half the you say isn't even right. How can anybody trust a guy who bought an M340i? You just can't. And when your girlfriend calls you, you don't even pick up because you think you're mysterious that way. Well, nobody, you're really not. Sell your car, save up a bit more, and get yourself an M3 competition. Moving on to the 86 and the BRZ. Two different cars, but the same exact owners. No, it's not a good drift platform. No, it's not an entry-level sports car. No, it doesn't handle like a go-kart. It's a piece of crap, 201 or 205 horsepower, whatever it is car. Slow, horrible looking, and just stupid. It's a stupid car. Now, you definitely love anime. And no, I don't love anime. You definitely love anime. And 100%, you go on TikTok and you think of making edits of yourself. You're so cool. You're that cool. And 100%, you have CapCut. Okay? CapCut is good in the right hands, definitely not in yours. You're a sad guy. You're extremely skinny and you love hitting the vape. You love vape so much. A couple of your friends have them bagged and cambered out to the moon. And that's what you aspire to do. You want to camber out your car. You want to make your 201 horsepower more useless than it already is. You probably drink a lot of energy drinks too. They keep you up because you live such a stressful life. And don't even get me started with the sad boy stickers. Something about BRZ guys, something about 86 and BRZ guys, I don't know why, but it really seems like when they were kids, they were skater kids and then they just ended up, you know, buying BRZs and 86s. Go uninstall these rainbow colored LED lights and put them in your bedroom, buddy. Okay, it's where they belong. They don't belong on your car. Next up, I'm pretty sure most of you guys are going to agree with me. A V6 Challenger. To be quite honest with you, you think you're smart because you got the Challenger instead of the Charger. It's 2-door, it's lighter, it's more sporty. I have two things to tell you. You have to remove that fake Hellcat badge and you need to move those yellow things on your bumper because I have never thought it looked nice, and I don't think I ever will. But you, for some reason, Mr. Challenger owner, you think it's good. So you love to eat Mexican food. Now, nothing wrong with Mexican food, but you like it a little too much. Credit score is something that I have, met up with recently. I never knew what credit score was. I didn't really have to worry about it, but the US works in mysterious ways, and there's something called credit score that I still don't even understand credit score. But credit score is your credit score. But it's a known fact, or it's a known thing, that Challenger owners have bad credit score. And you have bad credit score. You're probably paying $1,500 bi-weekly for the next 400 years at 70% interest. But who cares? Because your V6 Challenger is so fast, it can overtake a 747. But nobody knows that but you. You love SoundCloud. Now you listen to SoundCloud and you try to stand out. So you find the rappers that nobody has ever listened to and you take videos with that in your car and you put it on your story like anybody cares. And also, when you drive, you don't have to nap in your chair. It doesn't have to be all the way back. This is the correct driving position. This is not. I don't know what that is. That you do on your bed at home. I don't know anybody with a Challenger, to be completely honest. So I can't say what Challenger people are really like, but Moving on to the Ford Mustang. Now, if you don't know, your boy here drives a Ford Mustang EcoBoost. We're going to break them down, EcoBoost, V6, and GT. And we're going to start with the GT. Now, the guys with GTs, they think they're on top of the food chain. Yeah, damn, we have the GT, we're the best of the best. Which is kind of true when it comes to, massively produced Mustangs. Now, I'm not going to talk about Shelbys and stuff like that, but I'm just saying. You drive the GT, so that gives you so much confidence, and you think you know exactly how to drive. And boy, do you not know how to drive. All this that you get through, it's just God watching over you because you're a terrible driver. No, you do not calculate every single move. I know what I'm doing. Bro, all these other guys are crowd killers because they don't know what they're doing. But I know what I'm doing. No, you don't. Every Mustang owner that I've ever met in my life, they've all had an oh shit moment. I've had my oh shit moment. I was always making fun of Mustang owners. And when I had my Mustang, despite it being an EcoBoost, I was doing stuff with it and everything was always going well. One time, things didn't go well, and I almost caused the scene. It's not the car, it's the drivers. You think every move is calculated? No, it's not. Your time will come. You'll see. You think you have depression, you don't. You don't have depression. And just call it a Mustang GT. Okay, stop with the, it's an S550, it's an S550. No one cares. Nobody gives a f. It's called the Mustang GT. No, my S550, my S550. We're gonna move on to the V6 Mustang. There is nobody dumber than a V6 owner. Why, you might ask? Because the V6 now is the middle child, and you bought the middle child. So you are kind of the middle child. And we all know that the middle child is always the most undesired and unwanted child of the family. Same with the V6 Mustang. Now, I don't care. You might come here, well, it's better than a 4-cylinder. I've had 1,000 people over the past couple of years in the comments. Oh, I've seen V6s beat EcoBoosts, and they end up being 10 years old. You haven't seen a V6 beat an EcoBoost. And don't ever in your life trust a video online. Everybody says, well, this car is stock or that car is stock. And if you witness it live and you know exactly what a stock engine looks and sounds like, I mean, yes, there is ECU tunes and blah blah blah, but that's all I'm gonna say. Middle child, and you've probably been cheated on before. You think you can get all the chicks, but you choose not to because you just don't want. Undesired and unliked. It's just, it is what it is. Moving on. I know a couple of V6 owners, and they are, a couple of the best people I've ever met in my life. So it's a bit unfair to them. If you guys are watching this video, they know. Moving on to the EcoBoost Mustang. The world's smallest brains. I have never seen anyone dumber than EcoBoost owners. They are the most annoying people on earth. They know everything. You sit down with an EcoBoost owner, he knows everything. He knows everything. You just sit down with a guy. No. Yeah, well, 95% of that information they tell you is completely false. You bought an EcoBoost because you're different. You didn't want to buy a GT because, oh well, you couldn't afford it. That's not what you tell everybody. You just didn't buy a GT because you don't think you need a GT. Why should I buy a GT when I can make my EcoBoost faster than a stock GT? Which is very possible because the GT itself is a slow car. And yes, I said it. The Ford. Let's put everything aside. The Mustang GT is genuinely a slow car. Okay, it's a good car. But it's slow. This is serious talk now, I promise. Back to the EcoBoost, guys. See, EcoBoost owner stuff. The GT is not a slow car. The GT is an amazing car, okay? Better than Chargers and Challengers and Camaros and all that. Mustang GTs are amazing cars. You see, you almost got compelled by the EcoBoost. And I promise you that wasn't made up. It's just, You think you're the man of the hour. You don't let anybody else talk. You don't allow anyone else to have an opinion. Okay, I think I'm hitting a little close to home on this one. I think we better move on. You try to forget about today and what you drive and try to think of tomorrow. But when I get a job, I'm gonna do this and that. No, you won't. Alright guys, there's a few more cars to be completely honest, but this video's been dragged on to 30 minutes. A lot of editing. And I'm not looking forward to edit a lot because I filmed the Mustang video. I went out and I filmed the video today and I had the exposure or whatever you called it all the way down on the camera, so you practically couldn't see a thing. I had to delete all that footage and now I have to go out and film the same video again tomorrow. So I'm gonna be editing another video tomorrow, and I have a video that I filmed a few days ago that I have to edit as well. Should we do one more? I don't think anybody's gonna make it to the end of the video, so I'm kind of just shooting myself in the foot here. The camera battery is gonna die. Yeah, so we're not even gonna have enough time to do one more. I'm sorry. I mean, probably talking to myself right now, but I'm sorry to you if you're still watching, and please don't get offended, or do. It's completely up to you. But it's all jokes, and it's been nothing but love. Some might say otherwise, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more of this, comment down below and we'll make more, because these are some very easy videos to make. You don't have to write about them, you don't have to do nothing. You just point and shoot, as they say. So yeah, I hope you guys didn't need to do that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.